Standing in a glass bowl at the end of a black hole, cold, lost and upside down. Faces swirling past me, all my memories rolling vastly, cold, lost beneath the ground. All done by my own hand, I allow my feelings to become sin. Oh, if you're gonna cut me down, better do it quickly now, now. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again, oh yeah, my roots are strong. My roots are strong. This is not forever. Folks changing like the weather. Cold, weird, and all around. Toxic people being severed, like leaves falling in September. Cold, wet, and on the ground. You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again, oh yeah, my roots are strong. My roots are strong.
What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Blue Games. We're back for another Infinite Flight daily stream. You know we do this Monday through Friday, 1400 Zulu as usual. And today's quote of the day is: the saddest sight in the world is a human being that settled for a life they never wanted because they listened to others who did the same. That'll hit you right in the heart right there. There's so many people who settle in life. Like they don't actually go out for their dreams. They're too afraid to step out of their box, to step out of their comfort zone, to do something different, to do something that, to maybe follow their passion, find their passion, whatever that may be. You don't want to settle because you will always wonder, what if I actually took that step? What if I actually faced my fears? What if I actually tried? What if I actually did something new for the first time? You know what I'm saying? What if I actually conquered my fears? Whatever it is, what if? Don't settle for less. Life is too short to settle. People leave this world every day wishing that they had did something more with their life, and you don't want to be one of those people. So anyways, keep that in your mind for this week. I hope you guys are doing great. I am. I've had a great week. So let's go ahead and get started. I do not even have Infinite Flight open right now, but we're going to head over to Infinite Passenger first. There was a really cool update on Infinite Passengers this week, guys, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to go real quick through it. I know some of you guys do not actually have this app, but for those who do have the app, and especially for those who fly for my airline, Blu Arrow Global, I especially want you to check this out. So check it out. So it's going to be inside of airline mode. And give me a second. All right. So basically, all you need to do is go to the airline you could be flying for, which in our case is Blu Arrow Global, which is on the left side of our screen right here. I'm going to hit the select right there. Now, what they added was you can now, as a airline manager, you can create routes for your airline for specific airplanes. So I went through last night and I created a few. I'm gonna be creating some more. It's just, I mean, as you can see, we actually just last night I bought the last 2 aircraft, so we now own every single aircraft. So if you fly for my airline, you are free to fly every plane that Infinite Flight currently has. And we're gonna be making money now, trying to save up for the new DC-10 and MD-11, which I hope release with the release of Infinite Flight. We will be flying that. So, anyways, so for example, today we're gonna be flying the A320. Let's go to Airbus A320. I'll hit select, and now you see 3 new tabs. Now, if you're a airline manager, you're gonna see 3 tabs. If you are flying for someone else's airline, you're gonna see 2. If you're flying for someone else's airline, for example, if you're flying for mine, you can see available here and complete here. So basically, these are all the available routes that I have created so far. And so far, I've only really done a few routes for 787, 777, 737, 700, and 800. And most of my routes leave from San Francisco to somewhere else because I consider San Francisco my home base, as far as for Blu Arrow Global. Now, I'm not from San Francisco, but San Francisco just happens to be my favorite airport in the U.S., so I decided to create a bunch of routes out of there. But again, guys, if you're flying for my airline, please send me suggestions because I'm fine. Like, every flight does not have to leave San Francisco, but I want to add more. So let me know what kind of flights you guys want to see. But I'm going to be creating routes here, and basically these are only suggested routes. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, to fly without a route, just press start. You do not have to use these. You can still do what you did before. Pick any plane, fly wherever you want, to and from wherever you want, and just hit start. And then this is going to show complete. So I've only done 1 flight so far since this update came out. I flew a short flight from SFO to Las Vegas in the 737-700, which is a route that I created. So you'll see over here it says San Francisco to Las Vegas, 4 out of 5. So basically only 5 people will be able to do this route per week. This is weekly. And you can do as many as you want, but I just put 5 because I don't think 5 people are going to do every single one of these routes. And then as an airline manager, you can go to the Manage tab, and this is where you can create new routes. So you just hit Add New Route here, type in your waypoint. So basically, I'm from Houston, so I'm going to go ahead and put Houston to KLAX, and usually they would fly the 737-800. Frequency, I'm just going to put 5. That's just what I do. Boeing 737-8. That's what United usually flies to LAX. So boom, and that's all it takes. It's easy, just like that. Now the route we're flying today is going to be from Auckland, New Zealand, which I'm really excited about. I've never flown in New Zealand yet, so we're flying from New Zealand. So I've already created that route. That route is right here. NZAA to NZQN. Airbus A320s will be flying. Now I know that a lot of people will be flying with us today, so I put 10 people will be available to fly this route. And then if you want to fly back, I have 5 slots available to fly back in the same aircraft. Now, if you guys, I could easily go in here and change the aircraft. So right here you see set route. I can go in here and I can change either the weekly, or I can go in here and change the aircraft. Oh crap, what did I change it to? A330. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so just boom, A320, hit save, and then now that's saved. So anyways, I just want to show you guys that really fast. But today I am going to be flying the A320. So going back, I'm going to select A320. Make sure you select Airbus A320. I'm going to select that there. I'm going to go to available. I'm going to go all the way down to NZAA to NZQN, which is right here. I'm going to select that. I'm going to turn off the safety recording just for today. This flight should be about an hour and a half. It may be about an hour and a half. I'm not sure. It may be less because SimBrief told me an hour and a half. So I need to do it by minutes, which kind of sucks. So an hour and a half is 60 plus 30, which is 90. So we'll do 90. Right there, we'll hit start. Loading up 102 souls on board. Now let's go ahead and open up Infinite Flight. And it's connected successfully. Let's go ahead and turn my screen brightness up. This is not going to affect you, but it will affect me. All right, flying online. Today we're on expert server. I already got everything set up. I did this earlier. Airbus A320, and we're flying the Air New Zealand livery, the beautiful, my favorite livery. Is Air New Zealand's liveries. I love it. I especially like the one on the 777 and 787, but I've never actually flown it on the A320. So as you can see, we're gonna be flying A320, and we're gonna be parked at gate 54 right here. Looks like the winds are in favor of 23 right, 23 left, so we're probably taking 23 right. We'll see when we actually get out there. So go ahead and load that up. I hope you guys are doing great today. I hope you guys are excited for today's flight. Oh, it's dark. Yeah, we're changing that. We are changing that. Let's make it morning. Let's make it like 7 a.m. Let's do that. Let's make it 7 a.m. What is... Where is it? Time. Alright, we'll go. That should work. Yeah, I don't want to do a night flight today. We did a night flight yesterday and a night flight the day before, so I'm done with night flights. All right, so as far as fuel, take fuel out. We got, so let's just say we have an hour and a half of fuel. That's gonna get us there to where we're going. Actually, an hour and probably 45 minutes would probably get us to where we're going. As far as trip fuel, this is fuel that gets us from A to B. We'll add like contingency, reserve, and then we'll do extra. So we want to add like an hour. So we were at 1 hour 45. We'll do 2 hours 45. So just do 3. And that'd be way more than enough. Way more than enough. So just in case we have to do a go around at our destination or something like that, or go to our alternate airport. And I think that's all we need to do there. We'll zoom in. Now we got everybody else loading in. And guys, you know the rules as usual. Be respectful on the taxiways. We'll turn our smoking signs on, nav lights on. And there we go. Beautiful Air New Zealand's sitting out here. Look at that over there. What kind of aircraft is that? I don't know what that is. That green one. I've never seen that green one before. Cool, cool. All right, so the flight plan that I have in the description does not actually work, sadly. I'm sorry. I made it through SimBrief, but sometimes it's hit and miss, guys. Sometimes Infinite Flight just does not have the waypoints. So today I'll just be drawing it out. I already know what it looks like. I've kind of created one earlier.
All right.
We'll fly. I'm gonna kind of take the scenic route. We're not gonna be taking the fastest route there. I'll go here, and I'm very unfamiliar with the Cody Hamilton, thank you for that subscription. I'm sorry, I almost missed that. I'm not that familiar with this area at all, like at all. Never been here, so I'm not familiar with this area at all. So we'll probably, as we go, I'll be looking at charts and stuff to figure it out, which I have not pulled up the charts yet for New Zealand. So yeah, I'll probably pull up in SkyVector just to get some mountain data, because there's a lot of mountains out here, which will make it a lot of fun. All right, let's see. Altitude we'll set to 12,000 initially, as usual. And let's see, winds are still in favor of 2-3, so we'll be pushing back to our left, which is going to put nose to the south, and we'll be taxiing over to 2-3 right.
All right.
Lucas Piedra, thank you for that subscription, my friend. Welcome to the Blu Arrow Global family. We're going to go ahead and push back. No ATC online, and we're pushing back that way. We already got a weight and balance. All that good stuff is good. Oh, look how we like both exactly started pushing back at the exact same time. How legit is that? This is pretty crowded, ain't it? I mean, like the parking spots are so close together.
Right.
So we'll just do our best to get out of the way. All right, start engine 2. And we'll go ahead and expedite the process. We'll go ahead and put the flaps down to 2. Yeah, this is wow. Look how tight this is. If we were to fly anything bigger than this, this would have been horrible. Look at this. Look how close. I mean, even the parking spots, as you saw earlier, the parking spots are just all these spots together were just extremely tight, close together. We got a grade 5 Obama 1. All right, engine 1. Gosh, I see Starly. I see Sky Blue.
Auckland Unicum, New Zealand 293 is on final.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of the way because these guys want to push back, and we have one engine, so we can taxi with one engine. I don't know if the other engine is on. It's still getting up there, so we'll just go ahead and start getting out of the way because it is a crowded airport. We got some people over here trying to get out of here.
Auckland Unicum,
I guess
New
we'll wait
Zealand
now for him.
322, taxiing to runway 23 right. Auckland Unicum, Sierra Tango Alpha Romeo Lima.
I'm excited to fly in New Zealand today. I have not flown here yet.
Right.
I love flying in new places. I love flying in places I'm familiar with too, but I love flying in new places. And there's really nothing we can do about this situation right here. Can you imagine if we had done this on training server? It would be even worse. I mean, it's really not. Look at this extra long. This looks like another DLC aircraft right here. It's two-winged Air New Zealand Airbus A320 long.
Auckland Unicum, Ryanair 5150.
The long version.
Taxiing to runway 23 right.
I don't think Q300s could fit here either, man. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go. Looks like we'll be number 3 in line to take off. I don't know what livery that is, but it looks kind of cool, that green one. Oh, wow, I thought he was taxiing. You guys saw that. He was like way ahead of me a second ago. Alright, let's go. I'm not sure. I guess we should let him by.
Auckland Unicum, Sierra Tango Alpha Romeo Lima Echo Yankee is taking off runway 23 right, departing west.
Alright, I guess he's gonna give way to us, so we're gonna go ahead and taxi. Or not. Okay, maybe he's going. He's in the A319. Alright, we'll
Auckland
announce
Unicum,
that we are
Courier
taxiing to
1914,
23 right.
taxiing to runway 23 right. Auckland Unicum, Blue 116, taxiing
Yeah, busy
to runway
airport this
23
morning
right.
in New Zealand. What is that on the side?
Auckland Unicum, India Sierra Hotel Alpha November, taxiing to runway 23 right. Auckland Unicum, Delta.
Oh my god, a 747 is
heavy,
here. That's gonna
taxiing to
shake
runway
things up right
23
there.
right. Auckland Unicum, New Zealand 615, taxiing to runway 23
Alright,
right.
Starley's rotating. He's always first. I don't know how you do it, bro, but you always get out of here first. Alright, we're just waiting in line still. He always gets out of here first.
Auckland Unicum, Mike
I love the
Tango
lights,
uniform
the
Alpha
inside
is
lights
taking
of
off
the
runway 23 right, departing
Airbus.
straight out.
Well, yesterday we were flying the Boeing 737. Was the 800? Yeah, I think yesterday we were flying the 737-800, and whenever you fly one of those aircraft and it gets dark, you really start to miss the interiors of the Airbus aircraft. I feel like my
Auckland
plane
Unicum,
is like pulling
Oscar
to the
Bravo
left.
Alpha Mike Alpha 1, taxiing to runway 23 right.
At least we're farther up in line today than we usually are. Usually I end up somehow in the back, like in last. We have to sit here and taxi forever. But looks like we got out here early enough. We're gonna be number 3.
Auckland Unicum, New Zealand.
Man, I love this
315,
interior. I just
taxiing
miss
to
it.
runway
Flying the
23
737
right.
yesterday.
Auckland
I flew
Unicum,
2 737
New
flights
Zealand
yesterday, actually.
5150 is clear
I
of all
flew
runways.
the one we flew
Auckland
into.
Unicum,
What were we
New
flying?
Zealand 5150,
Pisa, when we flew to
holding
Pisa
short runway
with the
23
Ryanair
right.
aircraft, and then I did another flight that was not on stream. I flew Southwest from San Francisco to LA to Las Vegas, and I was also flying in the dark. So it's nice to get in here and see a more high quality 3D, like an actual 3D cockpit. So alright, so Starley is saying that our destination airport is using runway 05 right. So who are we who are we taking
New Zealand 5150 is taking
wait, where
off
are we?
runway
What's the name of the
23
airport we're going to?
departing west.
I don't even know what the actual name of that city or
Auckland Unicum,
whatever
New
that
Zealand
is called. Let's see what that
615,
is.
holding
I
short
probably
runway
can't pronounce
23
it.
right.
Let's see. Okay, Queenstown. Okay, that's easy. We're going to Queenstown. So I was gonna say is who are we taking to Queenstown? Because we have literally like 15 different aircraft transporting passengers to Queenstown. Instead of them sending like 3, maybe 747s, they sent all of us. So who are we taking? Like, what's going on? Is there some kind of party? No, I'm just kidding. Alright, Sky Blue's lining up. We're gonna go ahead and turn off these names so that I can get some cool screenshots of other Airbuses taking off. Cruising is 360. I don't know why. That sounds really high to me, but our cruising altitude is supposed to be 360. So we'll see if that works out. If not, we'll go lower if we have to. Rexer 902, I'm flying on an iPhone 7. That's my device that I use. Team iPhone, Team Apple. That 747 just looks massive. Like, we got all these small Airbuses and one Boeing by Korean Air, and then you got these massive 747 taxiing to the runway too. It's pretty funny. And rotate.
Auckland Unicum. Ryanair 16 is taking off
All right.
runway 23
I didn't think we were that far back
remaining
in
the
line.
pattern.
Looks like some people may have taxied from another parking spot out there. Or we may have somebody up there who's AFK. Dex. I guess he's waiting for him. And just so you know, guys, you don't need your landing lights or strobes on yet. And Mr. 747 way back there with strobes on, blinding everybody with your landing lights. Don't need those yet. Ice cream sandwich, I don't know what type of approach we're going to do today. I don't know if we're going to use approach mode. We'll see when we get there. Usually when I fly the Airbus, I use approach mode because it has it. But I don't know. Sometimes what I want to do is something what I do in X-Plane is I turn the approach mode on. You know, I turn on the ILS to lock onto the glide slope and everything. But then when I get to about, you know, 1 or 2,000 or less feet down there, I disengage the auto land and I land it myself. But on infinite flight, it always jerks me. Like, it just doesn't do it smooth enough. We may have someone who, I don't know, he has his strobes on now while he's about to move. Okay, there he goes, he's gone.
Auckland Unicum. New Zealand 615 is taking off runway 23 right, departing south.
Welcome ALB UK. You got here just in time. I mean, there's a line, so hop in, bro. It is not too late for you. All right, we're number 3. And I love how, like, on Express server, people actually wait at the whole short line. So legit. All right, let's get a screenshot before we get out of here, just like we did yesterday. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. No, don't take. That's all right.
Auckland Unicum. Malaysian 27 Heavy is taking off runway 23 right, departing east.
It's so hard, like, to get the screenshot here. This is a good. This is like, it's a nice little camera spot though. I like how his name is still Heavy. Alright, let's go ahead and start moving forward. I think I can probably taxi from this view. Let's see if I can actually taxi. Holding short, runway 23 right.
Auckland Unicum. Blue 116. Holding short runway 23 right.
Alright, he's out of there.
Auckland Unicum. New Zealand 293. Right. Holding short runway 23 left.
Departing.
Auckland
Oh, I am
Unicum.
not remaining in the
Blue
pattern.
116 is
Did not
taking
mean to
off
say that.
runway 23
Wrong
right.
button. Oh well.
Remaining in the pattern.
We're going to the runway. Strobe lights on, land lights on.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Oh, is there a wind? Oh, there is an 8-knot wind. All right, it's our turn. I'm trying to like do this from this view. It's kind of tough. I'm gonna see how good I get myself lined up on the runway from way out here. Alright, I think right there should be good.
New Zealand
Let's see.
398 heavy.
I think that's good. I think we're good.
Runway 23
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, we're a little bit off, but you know, what are you gonna do? All right, let's get out of here. We got people waiting. Nav lights are on, strobe lights are on, beacons, seat belts, all that good stuff is on. Spoilers are on. Flaps are set for takeoff. Altitude is set. Power throttle up. Brakes released. I'm gonna go 100% on the throttle today. Alright, we're gonna attempt to do this without. Wait, which way do we need to turn? Left. Okay.
V1,
We do have a slight crosswind there, so we're gonna go ahead and
remaining in the pattern.
lean to the right on takeoff. Put that nose down a little bit.
Is taking off runway 23 right, departing
Alright.
south.
Set heading, speed. Make sure we don't get caught speeding, because I can't actually see my speed. Let's put the nose down some. Gear up. Almost forgot about the gear. Alright. Turn to the left. Alright, we'll turn that on so I can actually see what the heck is going on. I actually need the map too so I can see where we're going. Zooming out. Alright, cool. There it is. Alright, climbing out at about 178 knots. We need to put the nose down before we stall it.
Auckland Unicum, India
Passing
Sierra
4,000
Hotel
now.
Alpha November.
Go flaps
Taxiing
1.
to runway 23 right.
Watch that bank angle. Don't want to bank too much. Alright, we're going to go ahead and intercept
Auckland
the
Unicum, New Zealand 398 heavy is taking off runway 23
that
right.
line, that pink
remaining in the
navigation
pattern.
line there. We can go ahead and start turning right. Not too much. Passing 6,000. We'll go flap 0. And we're just on it, slightly. Try to keep our vertical speed. We'll do around 2,000, that's fine. That'll do. Not in a hurry.
Auckland Unicum, Oscar Bravo Alpha Mike Alpha 1 is taking off runway 23 right, remaining in the pattern.
Alright, now that we're right on the line, we might as well go ahead and hit nav. And it's going to turn us to be perfect with our GPS. I'll go ahead and set the altitude to continue climbing to 12,000 feet. And I will go ahead and set our vertical speed 2,500. That's good with me. We go 225. And we look outside. Whew. The thing I love about autopilot is just that the fact that it allows you to kind of relax and be able to enjoy the view. I love flying aircraft by hand, but I also love setting the autopilot so I can see, especially when I'm flying in new places like New Zealand today. Oh, did I not turn my landing lights on? Oh, they're on. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. That's why I love flying jets, but I wish they would just give it an autopilot sometimes. Because, I mean, they act like jets don't have autopilot. Jets do have. I mean fighter jets, not just, like, private jets and stuff. If you look behind us, you can see two little bitty white flashy lights behind us. Those are the next aircraft. Again, this is one of the reasons I love flying with the names off, because you get to just kind of see. It looks more realistic.
New Zealand 350 is taking off runway 23
right,
right.
passing 10,000.
south.
We're about 265. Now, where am I getting these speeds from? Nowhere. I'm just deciding it myself. There's a coast right there. So Starley's saying the real flight was done at Mach 0.83. That's not too slow. Yes, M stands for Mach. So whenever they put M 0.35, oh, wait, that's not a good one. 85, then that's Mach 0.85. Alright, we're leveled off at 12,000 feet. Land light's gonna go off. We'll go ahead and continue up to our cruising altitude. We still have a ways to go. I'm gonna go, was it 3.6 somehow? I'm not sure if we're gonna make it that high, but I'll put that in. If we don't make it, then it's fine. We'll just descend early.
Auckland Unicum, India Sierra Hotel Alpha November is taking off runway 23
And we'll go ahead and tune out of Auckland Unicom.
Auckland Unicum, Corina
And we'll speed up to about
1914 is
300
taking
knots.
off runway 23 right, remaining in the pattern.
Take a look at the map, see where everybody's at. Got a few more people taking off in Auckland, but for the most part, it looks like everybody's in the air. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 on departure. All right, so Starley is saying that he has a he's already airborne. He has a flight plan. It's copied from Flight Aware, which is really the most that's going to be the most accurate flight plan. So I will actually do that. Where I think is he? Yeah, there he is. So we'll go to him. We'll copy his flight plan. What we need to do before we do that, though, whenever you want to copy someone's flight plan while you're airborne, you need to turn off your nav mode, because it will turn you around to wherever that person left from. So basically, the autopilot will turn me back to Auckland. So go ahead and copy flight plan, which is a little bit different. What we had, this looks exactly like the flight plan that I got from SimBrief. The only difference is there is no difference. There is no difference. All right, and now we need to set our waypoint for Opilo. Yeah, we'll activate that. So now when I hit navigation mode, it would actually turn me. Okay, where are you going? Yeah, that's the right way. It's to the right of us. It is to the right of us. I was like, hold on, where are you going? Hopefully we don't get too far away from land, because I would like to see New Zealand and not just fly in the ocean next to New Zealand. Because if that's the case, I'm just going to fly back towards it. So that's part of the reason that we're out here, so I can actually see it. It looks pretty good so far, though. And I know there's a lot more mountains down south. There's a volcano. Where's the volcano? I can't wait to see that. I've been wanting to see a volcano on Infinite Flight. Maybe we'll see one today. I guess we'll do cruising speed 0.83, Mach 0.83 once we get up there. Right now we're passing 19,000 aircraft over there off our left wing. Skies are clear, wind is not too bad. We're at 21 knots. I'm not worried about fuel today, guys. I am not worried about fuel. I would like to get up there faster, though. Cool. Aviator Ilan just took off in training server. So if any of you guys are not able to fly with us on expert server today, there are a few people flying kind of with us in training server. So if you want to see the same views that we're seeing, just jump in training server and do the same flight. Got a couple people in there already, so I think that's a good idea. I think that if we could have somebody, maybe who's not grade 3 yet, flying the same flight we're flying on training server at the same time. It's kind of like we have a group flight on both servers. That's kind of cool. So I know a lot of people always ask me, they want me to fly on training server. We did that last week, and I already said I'm pretty done with that. I'm pretty done with flying expert training server out there. But I know people still are flying, so if you're in the chat or you're on the Discord channel or you're watching the stream, whatever, jump in training server and just fly with us from there. It'll be fun. You may not see me, you may not see some of the people we're flying with, but you may see some other people who also want to fly the same route, because this is a beautiful route. King James, I see you. We'll see. We'll see. I think that an Air Force flight is pretty cool, like to have escorts with jets and stuff like that. But I don't know. I did it once actually. I didn't do it on the stream, but I did do it one time off stream. This was before Global, when everything came out. And it was actually really fun. Like I said, it was not on the stream. We were just flying, me and like a few other people. I think I took off in the Air Force One, and a few other people got in jets. And then it was funny as we landed in LAX. This was again before Global came out, so LAX is always crazy busy. And we landed at LAX, and we ended up picking up like 5 other aircraft that we had no idea who they were, and we continued flying to San Clemente. It was pretty funny. And it still happens on Global too. If you see like a lot of people flying into somewhere, like popular, like LAX or Miami or something like that, you're definitely gonna probably get some people who just tag along with you because they're like, hey, this looks cool. If you notice, a lot of the places that we fly for my streams are not like the most popular places, and I do that on purpose. Not because I'm trying to get away from people or anything like that. It's just that, everybody's flown to LAX. Everybody's flown to London Heathrow. Like, those are places that you don't see nobody. I personally wouldn't care to watch somebody flying to any of those airports because everybody's seen it, everybody's been there. It's nothing new. It's overdone. It's played out to me. Now I will still fly to LAX, to London Heathrow, to Dubai, those type of places when when I'm not doing streams, just because it's a good route in general. But I'm not saying that I won't fly there on a stream. I'm just saying that it's not my first choice of places to fly to those more like popular airports on streams, because one, now we're blessed to have all of you guys who fly with us, so we don't need to go to a busy airport to actually feel like we have aircraft around us. We can actually just fly together from wherever we want. Like, for example, we flew to Grenada in the Caribbean tour, and nobody flies to Grenada. So that was pretty cool to fly out there and feel the airport. When I loaded up at Auckland earlier, before I started the stream, I was there by myself. Not a single person was there. Once we started streaming, we had, I don't know. We didn't do a count yet. Let's do a count. Let's see how many people we actually did have flying with us now. So we have 1 in front, way up in front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think that's everybody. Is that everybody? Maybe it is everybody. I feel like we may be missing a few, but I think we have a little bit more than 12. But right now we have 12. So cool. I can dig it. But yeah, so now we have 12 people flying from Auckland to Queenstown. Speaking of this route was suggested on the Global Flight Plans channel. Or I'm sorry, I shouldn't say channel. On the chat of global streams that I have on my Discord channel. This is where I got this one from. All right, let's go ahead and change our Mach speed to 0.83. And we're 2,000 away. And I'm going to lower our vertical speed. Putting a lot of stress on these engines. Is that a volcano right there? Is that the volcano he's talking about? Yeah, we got Starley right now leading us to Queenstown. And yes, this airport's gonna be packed. I don't know, I've never really been here, so I don't know how much space there is for parking an aircraft or how big it is. I do know it has 2 runways, but one of those runways is extremely tiny, so we will not be using that one. And cool, yes, that is a volcano. I'm excited. That's really cool. It's getting a little bumpy right here. Found a little bumpy patch of air. Alright, so right now we have a 101 knot tailwind. It's kind of like a crosswind, but it is a tailwind. 101 knots. That's pretty high. Where's that volcano? I think I can't see it because this thing is in the way. Yeah, it is. We have ETE destinations gonna be about an hour. We have 3, almost 4 hours of fuel, so we're good. The reason that it was red is because we were climbing, so we were at 100% power the whole time. But now we're only at 58, 59. So is this an active volcano, or is this just like a historic volcano? I'm just wondering, I'm curious. So where are we right now? This is our route, by the way. I don't think I showed you guys that. From the northern part of New Zealand, Auckland, down to the southern part. Now, I have never flown out here. I've been thinking about doing a flight like from Melbourne or from, well, that's not Sydney. Where's Sydney? Or from Sydney. Where the heck is Sydney? Oh, there it is. So either from Melbourne or Sydney. I've been thinking about doing like a flight from there to New Zealand. I've just never done it. I probably still will. Not sure how long that flight is, but I'll definitely be doing it. Yeah, man, I can't wait for those 2 new aircraft. I don't know when they're gonna come out. Don't know. It's Thursday now, so a lot of people have been speculating that it could come out this week, which would mean it'd have to come out tomorrow if it's gonna be during this week. But it still may not come out till next week. I don't know. Who knows? It looks like they're doing pretty good on the progress of it, but I don't know. Also, I saw a post by Laura. She's working on the network connection or something like that. So basically, like, you see how this aircraft next to me, like, he's kind of like laggy, like, you know, you see, like, he's not smooth. It's not a smooth flight. So I saw on the post yesterday, she's actually working on getting that better, which is great because I've been wanting to do like some formation flights in the future, and it's going to be almost impossible with aircraft like stuttering around you. So I'm glad that they're actually working on that. One thing I love about Infinite Flight and the developers, the development teams, that they're actually active. A lot of apps that you buy, it's like really hard to get in touch with support. It's really hard to get help when you have issues with problems. But with Infinite Flight, you don't really have that issue. Like, I mean, all you gotta do is go to the forum, you post your question or whatever, you can go to the website and make a request, and they'll reply to you in probably within 24 to 48 hours. And then also, not to mention that, but they are always updating this app. They're always working on making it better, doing something to it. So as we all know now, they're working on a new update for the 2 new aircraft, which is amazing. But they're also apparently working on an update to make this little lag issue better. And those 2 things may happen together. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna hold the aircraft until that next update is ready too. I don't know. I remember them also mentioning that they were going to be updating the navigation data every time they do an update. Hopefully that is actually true. That's what they said. So Hopefully we'll be seeing some more accurate, some better waypoints in places that we didn't see them before when the next update comes out too. Ooh, that's a good question, Milo. Do you think the MD-11 will have cargo doors? I think they could surprise us with that. Because think about this. Let's think about this. In the past, hold on. Shout out to Alberto. I don't know how to say your last name, but shout out to Alberto. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Blu Arrow Global family. But I think if you look at the past, so look at the C-130 is a perfect example. This is the latest aircraft that have been released. At least I think it's been the latest aircraft that's been released. It's the most detailed aircraft. It has a pilot in it. Now let's compare. The new aircraft will have pilots in them. Okay, that's one thing. The C-130 has like a ton of actions. It has doors that open. It has, yeah, basically that's about it. It has doors that open, has extra camera views for those doors. Now, let's think about screenshots that we've already seen. We saw screenshots of, I don't even remember what the name of the aircraft was. I don't know if it was a DC-10 or the MD-11, but the one that now is going to be the one that where you can do refueling, the one that has a refueling boom. Now, I'm pretty sure that refueling boom is going to be in action because you can't take off with that thing hanging on the ground. So there's no way they're going to have that thing hanging on the ground when it takes off. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be an action to release that thing, and it's going to open up and drop out like it does in real life, which is going to be really cool. So I think, yeah, I think that it possibly could have some cargo doors that open up. Maybe something else. I don't know. I'm hoping it does. I really am hoping it does, because that'd be really cool. But I believe there's a passenger variant of that aircraft too. So I'm wondering if maybe we'll be able to park at the gate and open up the left side door, you know, like this one right here. Now I don't see much point of opening that door because there's no gates. So maybe not, but I don't know, who knows. I'm hoping that they add some special animated parts to it though. Look at the volcano. Is it two volcanoes or just one volcano? It looks like a small volcano next to a big volcano. Or maybe it's a small volcano next to a mountain. Oh, look at that. If you look around it, there's like this darker area where you can see where probably all the ash was. Like whenever the volcano erupted, that's how far the ash got. Or the lava or whatever. What's going on, IFMG? Welcome back, man. Yeah, I think it could be like quality, like the 787, but with pilots in it. So maybe there won't be an action. Maybe the only action will be the refueling boom. Who knows? What runway are we landing at? And by the way, at Queenstown. Freezy, what's going on, man? Welcome, man. It's all good if you can't join us today. Thank you for watching. Christopher, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna have a wing flex. Your boy. We haven't done a scenic view, which I don't think is going to do much for us right now because there's not much to look at except for water and that mountain behind us. But it possibly could have wing flex. I don't know. I feel like most of the aircraft that are going to come out will have wing flex. Now, if you think about the C-130 does not have wing flex. I don't know if it has wing. I mean, I think all aircraft have some type of wing flex in real life. But it might. I think it should have wing flex. It definitely should. Server data says we have 12 aircraft inbound into Queenstown, but that is probably because not everybody filed a flight plan. Somebody probably didn't file a flight plan. Lucas says he likes the short route from Seoul to Tokyo. That sounds like a good idea. I like short routes. Hakai Heidi, how do you know that they have cargo doors, wing flex, and high detail cockpit? We know that it has a high detail cockpit. We don't know if it has wing flex or cargo doors. Christopher Meridian, what's going on, man? How long until we land? About a little bit less than an hour. What's going on, Mr. Sloth? Welcome back, my friend. Alberto says, at least you tried to say my name. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I may say it wrong. Hopefully people know when I'm trying to say their name, even when I'm saying it wrong. Dylan Woods, what's going on, my friend? Today we're flying to, today we're flying over New Zealand. The beautiful New Zealand and the beautiful Air New Zealand livery. One of my favorites. We have a slight bit of turbulence, nothing to worry about, but just a little bit. Dylan Woods, I'm pretty sure I did add you already to Infinite Passenger. Appreciate that, Dylan. You just made the grade 2. Well, congratulations, my friend. Keep going. Keep flying. Keep enjoying it. All right, we do need to decide where we're landing because I don't want people landing two different sides of the runway. Let's go look at that. We still have ways to go. We're not even halfway. So we have 05 right. Let me go ahead and pull up these charts. Let me pull up these charts. NZAA-NZQN. Let's see the weather here. Okay, great. It says it has no weather. Don't you love it when that happens? I really don't. I really hate when that happens. I really hate when it doesn't have weather information because it just makes it worse online. People just want to land anywhere they want to land. Now we know obviously we're going to land 05 right or 23 left because 23 right and 05 left are too small, and the same for 14 and 32. Or I should say 14 and 32. So basically we need to choose 05 right or 23 left. We've already been told that the airport is using 05 right. I want to confirm that is right. That's November Zulu. Oh no, is it Zulu? Yeah, November Zulu, Quebec, November. Yeah, there's a pretty strong wind going over New Zealand right now. I don't think it's gonna actually give me, like, SkyVector is probably not gonna give me actual data out here because this is not in the United States. Yeah, it's not. Oh, great. So if anybody's like actually from New Zealand, do they know the difference between like this little island and this little island? I don't know if that's a stupid question, but I'm not from here, so I want to learn. Right now I'm having trouble getting the weather. It looks like, based on the way that the winds are going at 30,000 feet, the winds are all going to the north, so that would mean that 23 would be the airport be the runway to use. That's not on the ground. That is not on the ground. And the wind on the ground could be a lot different. How do you keep ending up at my exact same altitude? I don't think this does windy.com, does that work for the whole world, or does that only work for the US? Oh, nice, it works for the whole world. Cool. Where's New Zealand? Oh, there it is. Alright, going by surface winds. Oh, there's Queenstown. There's the airport. It's very low winds. Winds are 2 knots. So we could take 0.5. But the wind's also at 280 at 2 knots. I don't want the easier approach. I want whatever's harder. Milo, yes, you can definitely join my Infinite Passengers fleet. Just find me just search me. Or maybe not whatever's harder, but whatever is like, I don't know. I mean, I've never flown here, so if any of you guys have flown here before and you recommend a side of the runway right now, technically we could use either side. Winds are 280, but they're at 2 knots, so they're not really a factor. So it doesn't matter which side of the runway we use. But if like the 2-3 left approach is more scenic, I would rather do that one. But if the 0.5 right is more scenic, I said I don't know, I don't care which one we use. I want the scenic approach. 0.5 right it is. I mean 0.5 it is. My other question though is, does the runway have like a back taxi or anything like that? I still haven't pulled up the aerodrome chart. I'm looking for it right now. Oh, just found it. I'm going to download that so I can pull it up on the screen. I'll pull up 2.3 and I'll pull up 0.5 also, just in case we end up changing last minute. Because you know sometimes how Infinite Flight is. Like right now it says no weather. When we get there it's going to be like red on one side or something crazy. Beautiful New Zealand. I definitely want to fly out here some more. There's just so many beautiful areas that I'm discovering now. I mean, New Zealand again. This is my first time out here. Yesterday we flew over the Alps. I love that area. We flew over the Himalayas a couple weeks ago I think. That was a lot of fun. So we're finding all these really cool areas just to fly in, like VFR, and just enjoy the view. Alright, looking for approach. We have RNAV, runway 5. What's the difference of these? Okay, it's a departure, this is a star. Yeah, so we do RNAV runway 0523. I'll go ahead and get that one. Give me a second, guys. I'm not looking at the comments just yet, so just give me a second to get some stuff from the internet so that we could set up for our arrival in Queenstown. Alright, so you guys are saying 05 has a bag taxi? What's going on, Henry? Good to see you, man. Now we're hearing people recommend 2-3. I'm so confused. I don't know what runway to land on. It sucks. How do pilots deal with this in real life? If there's no weather, there's no, I mean, usually this airport I'm sure would have like an actual controller. This is a controlled airport, so I think that they, usually they would contact the controller and they would let them know. Andrew, by the way, it's not called a backdrop, it's called a back taxi, or I think some people call it a something else. I forgot what the other thing is called. So apparently if we land 23 left, we'll taxi directly to the gate. If we land 05, we will have to back taxi back to the down the runway, which will really congest things big time. Even on expert service can be tough to do. Alright, let's just do 23 left. That's decided. 23 left it is. I don't know anything about it, so we'll see when we get there. When we land, and if I see 05 looks like a cooler approach, then next time we fly out here, we'll land 05. But for now, we will fly we'll land 23 left will be our approach runway, which is gonna show us. Let's take a look at this. I think that the current flight plan brings us to 05. So we're gonna have to change up how we approach to get a 2-3. Now another issue I have is I don't know the terrain. Like I'm flying into the unknown, like literally right now. I don't know the terrain around this airport. So like, can we do like, is it possible to do like a left downwind approach for 2-3 left? So like we continue with the exact same flight plan, but we just fly into the pattern and make a left pattern for 2-3 left. But is there space for that? That's my question. So let me go ahead and get these charts up so you guys can see them. Lebrat's file says 05 has dope scenery though. That kind of breaks my heart, because if we have like, because when we landed in Innsbruck, when I flew into Innsbruck for the first time ever, I honestly wish I had landed on the other side, because I landed on the side that was kind of scenic. Everything around Innsbruck is scenic in general, but we landed on the easier side. It was like a whole lot of flat land right before you get to land at Innsbruck, but the other side had like a mountain right in the way, which made it a lot more interesting. So I kind of wish we had landed on that side, but it's all right. The good thing is that what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue down this path. I'm not going to change the flight plan to like try to get a direct path into 2-3 right, 2-3 left. What I'm going to do is I'm still going to fly towards 05, but we just won't land at 05. We'll do a pattern. We'll do left pattern. If we have to, we'll do right pattern, depending on how much space or what the geographical issues are around it. But we're still going to get to see the scenic view of 05, because it's the part that we're going to be arriving at. But we're going to approach on, or should I say, no, we're going to be approaching on the 05 side. We'll be arriving on the 2-3 side. Understand? I think I said that clearly. so let's see. I think I got everything downloaded. Finally. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Alright, so these are the star arrivals into 2-3 and should be also 0-5. Yeah, so we're gonna be coming. Where's the airport? No, where is the? Which one is this? Is this 5? Is this 5? 12,000 and 10,000 from Gospa. Oh, there it is. 0-5 is right here. So no, not 0-5. We're not doing that one. We're gonna do 2-3, which will. Okay, so 2-3 is way over here. That's weird because 2-3 is like a different direction. These charts sometimes confuse me the way that they put them out. So that's like coming from the other direction though. Yeah, we're not doing that. Alright, this is the airport layout. So we're landing at 2-3, so we can taxi off here, and that'll take us down to the terminal. 0-5. 0-5 has a taxiway though. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You'd have to back taxi. If we were to land at 0-5, we would not have to back taxi. We would land at 0-5 and then we could exit here or at the end of 0-5. If we're landing at 2-3, if you don't make it to any of these exits, then yes, you would have to back taxi all the way back here at the end by 0-5. And 3-2 is an extremely skinny runway. That's for GA only, I assume. And then it looks like it should be plenty of parking for all of us. And then let's look at whatever the heck this is. I don't even know what this is. I just downloaded it because it looked helpful. But this kind of gives us an idea of the terrain around it, though. Okay, this is the RNAV approach for 2-3. That's what this is. Can I zoom in? Yeah, we can. All right. Yep. So what is this? Alright, so at LARAV 3,300, where is that? There it is right here. Wow. Look at this approach. This is cool. Like, you basically go right through the mountains. That's a really cool approach. I actually think this approach looks cooler than with the 0-5 maybe. The 0-5 will be on the opposite side. So you start at 10,000 feet at Kill. I highly doubt that's in here, but let's see. Nope. Nope, it's not there. Well then, there goes my hopes of being realistic. So 2-3 is over here. So basically it brings us from out here somewhere on the east side of the island, it looks like. And through some mountains around until we get to 2-3. I don't think we're going to find any of these waypoints. Nope. Larry? Is that Larry? Larav. L-A-R-A-V. Nope. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find any of those waypoints to get us in there. This is a cool looking approach. Look at this. Look how it like snakes through the mountains and then over the river, and then you get low approach right here over the, I don't know what the name of this river is right here. Right over the Kawaru River, and then you fly your approach into 2-3, which is really cool. I guess really freaking cool. But one thing it is cool is you can see these little numbers around here. It shows us what the terrain looks like. So if 2-3 is right here, mountains to the left of 2-3 are going to be at 7,000 feet. Mountains to the right of 5,000. We got 10. Wow, no, that's not right. Yeah, 5,000 foot. You need to be at 10,000 feet or higher. 3,000 feet out here. 3,000 feet out here. So if we're gonna enter through the 05 side, which is gonna be over here, over the lake, it says we need to be at or above 4,000. This is for the missed approach, I think. Going up the river, yeah, for the missed approach. So we got 5,000 feet mountains out here, 6,000 feet mountains out here, 7,000. So we probably can't make a right downwind approach. I mean a left downwind approach. That's not gonna be possible because I think we're gonna have some mountains very close out here. So if we were gonna overshoot 05, we would want to come like close to this mountain over here and then shoot out here and then make our left turn. But we're still gonna need to be pretty high. So this is gonna be a very interesting approach because I don't really know what we're getting ourselves into right now. All right, I got you. I really don't know what we're getting ourselves into right now. So we may have to fly over it to see, or maybe the first person who gets there can kind of explain to us how they got in. But if we're gonna land a 2-3, we have to find a way to approach over 2-3. Because if we're out here, we're gonna need to be at 9,000 feet or above, or probably 7,000 feet. Actually, probably 9,000 feet over these mountains if we were to fly a left downwind, and then just we'll go down by the RAV, which is not even on the map, on infinite flight to about 3,300 at least, and then turn around for that that right there. So does that make any sense? I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I like flights like this where you just don't really know what to do. Alright, I'm back looking at the comments again. Yeah, basically we'll be flying a VFR into Mountainous Airport. Okay, so you're saying only GA aircraft can taxi from the threshold of 2-3. Starley is saying to copy his flight plan again. Let's see what you did. I gotta turn off navigation mode. Oops, what am I doing? Where are you at? Is this you? Yeah, this is you. Alright, let's see, what did he change? Okay, so now you got us going through the thing and stuff. This looks just like what we just looked at on the screen, except with less waypoints. So, sure. Starley is going to be our leader today. We're going to trust him with our lives. So if we die, this is all blamed on Starley. Oh man, it's going to be fun. Well, one thing we do know is if it doesn't work out for him, we can figure out another way. We do not have to die today. Plane A, yes sir, Nutella. Man, so far New Zealand looks really good. I mean, we've only really been able to see most of New Zealand from afar, off of the coast of it. We've seen a few mountains, we've seen a volcano on the way up to here. But the coast looked beautiful. I would love to visit New Zealand. I assume it'd be like a 24-hour flight or something. Yeah, Starley, if you warn us, I mean, if you die, actually, let us know if you're going to die. Because if you die, you won't be able to warn us. Just go over the radio and be like, hey, man, this is not going to work. And then, boom, we know you died. But, because if you wait till you die, then obviously you won't get to hear if you died. So no pressure. Why do I fly not in training service, LJ Aviation? Anybody in the chat could answer that question for you. It's very easy. It's a very easy answer. Apex EP, how much does VIDI cost? I think like $4.99 or something. It's less than $5, I think. Fintrain, the flight plan is flying from Auckland, New Zealand to Queenstown, New Zealand. One more look for you guys who may have just joined us. This is what we're looking like right now. We're beyond halfway. We probably need to start thinking about descending. The thing is, we don't really know how low we need to go. We will be flying through a very mountainous area. So, yeah. Let's see if Sky Vector can help us out today. Hope you guys can't hear like the people cutting grass outside. They do that on Thursday, every Thursday, which is a good thing because I don't have to do it, but it's kind of loud. So hopefully you guys can hear that. Alright, so yeah, like, okay, so I'm looking at the sky vector. Is it possible for me to put this on the screen? Let me see. Is it possible? Don't know if I can put this on the screen. See, I'm going to attempt to try to put this on the screen for you guys to see. If it will let me. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, it's not been allowing me to like put my screen. So I won't be able to show you. That's alright. Okay, so basically, Queenstown is like in this little bitty canyon looking thing. It's like a river, and then there's mountains that go to about 7,500 feet on the south, and in the southeast there's 8,400 feet mountains, or peaks I should say, and around it. So I'm trying to see what altitude can we be at that will clear all the mountains at their highest peaks, so we can descend to that altitude before we get to our next waypoint. Because our next waypoint is actually going to bring us right on the coast. So 11,000 here, 6,000 there, 13,000 there, 11,000 again, 10,000. Yeah, I think we'll be okay if we go like 15,000 feet. I think if we do 15,000 feet, we could be fine to clear the mountains, and that way we can just it's gonna be a visual approach. We will not be using APPR today. We'll not be using approach mode. It will be visual, which I'm completely cool with. So we're gonna descend to 15,000 feet. We want to be at 15,000 when we get here, which is half of our current. So let's see, we're 48 minutes from the next. That can't be right. Oh, you know what I did? We're not using navigation mode. Let's see, let's activate the next waypoint. Where is it? Is it this? 44S69. Alright, there we go. I will turn navigation mode back on, which is not really going to do much because we're already headed in the right direction. Very quickly, let's get a nice little shot of New Zealand from out here. Alright, now we can see how far we really are. So we're about 15 minutes out from that next waypoint. And as far as distance to next, we are 113 miles out. I'm going to use my calculator to find out how far we need to descend. We're at 36,000. I usually descend about 280 knots. We're going to go down to 15,000 feet. Probably 16 might be maybe safer. That'll put us 3,000 feet above any mountains. So we'll do that, 16,280 knots. Say we descend 100 miles out or so. Compute that, 1,500. Yeah, so we can descend in about 8 miles. That'll work. We'll descend in a few miles, and we'll descend at 1,500 feet per minute. That'll get us at 16,000 feet by the time we get to that next waypoint. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that 16,000. I'm gonna change my vertical speed to 0 so it doesn't actually change. There it is, 16,000, and we'll be going down about 280 knots. Indicated, not ground speed. All right, Starley, I'll see you on the ground, hopefully. Or like not on the ground, but I'll see you at the airport, hopefully, safely. So good luck to you. All right, time to descend. Just going down 1,500 feet per minute. Matter of fact, we'll do 1,600. It's better to be early than to be late when you're descending. So I'll go a little bit more than it told me to. Also going to slow down our speed to 0.79, actually 0.78. Which once we get below 30,000, that may put us at about 280. We'll see when we get there. And I'll also have to be, once we get in the mountains, I'm gonna have to concentrate myself on flying too. So I won't be looking at the chat as much. So save your questions for when we get to the ramp. What a beautiful shot that is right there. Yes, sir. This time fuel is not an issue. It's just getting to the runway. Now, once we get in and around the mountains, this is going to be tough because, again, I'm not familiar with this area at all. And yes, Starley did change the flight plan since we've taken off. So copy the new flight plan if you haven't copied it. Haha. I crashed a Cessna Citation at San Diego. When was that? I don't even remember that. It's been, actually, I've crashed. The last time I crashed on a stream was the F-14 when we were flying the Grand Canyon. That was the last time I crashed on a stream. Hopefully it will be still the last time that I crashed on the stream. But before that, the last time I crashed before the F-14 in Grand Canyon, which is kind of us kind of goofing around, was the Cyrus jet, or it's not really a jet, but the Cyrus GA aircraft when we were flying in Hawaii. We were island hopping in Hawaii, which is something we're gonna do again. Something I wanted to do when Global released, so now Global's out, we're definitely gonna be doing that. But yeah. So I haven't crashed since then, I don't think. So, we've been doing all right. We've had some rough landings here and there, but we haven't crashed. These mountains are amazing, though. Look at this view, man. Hopefully these mountains don't hate us, because I love these mountains. I'm hoping these mountains love us, too. Yeah, I really don't remember that, LeBraz. I really don't remember stalling the Cessna Citation on final. Actually, you know, I take that back. We also crashed when flying a Dash 8. When I first got the Dash 8, I was doing some flying with it, and I crashed in my first flight, and that was on the stream. So that was, yeah. Can you imagine, guys, flying this flight at current time? Because current time is actually pitch black outside, so we wouldn't even be able to see the mountains as we're going in here. So I set the time for morning when we took off. Is that an airport right there? No, it's not. So I'm glad we're flying this in the daytime. I also was definitely not going to fly this flight at night because I really want to see how beautiful New Zealand is. I don't know when the next time I'm going to return here, so I want to enjoy the view while I'm here. I mean, I know for sure I'm going to be back here. That is a fact. It's just I don't know when. Oh, did I get it? Oh, just barely. Just barely. Alright, so it's counting us about 24 minutes from my destination. We're passing 28,000 feet. Turn my HUD back on for a second to see what our speed is. I'm going to pull that speed back a little bit. I want to be around 280 indicated. So I'll probably keep that up for a bit so I can monitor our speed, because we're right about 285, but we're still in the Mach. Okay, there it is, 279. So we'll do 270 so that we don't miss it. Since you guys are already shouting out where you're from, let's go ahead and do some shout outs. We kind of missed our 1 hour to ETE shout outs earlier. So I'm going to start doing some shout outs now. Adam Show from Malaysia. Somebody else said it earlier. I know we got some people from Singapore in here. Yeah, Milo is watching from Singapore. Labras is watching from BDOC. Nickel Joy, New Jersey. Shout out to the USA. Andrew Cunningston from Jamaica. IFMG, Ireland. Callum, Dubai. That's really cool. Aviator Illin, Texas strong all day, every day. Starley, Austria. I don't know how you're still typing in the chat. You should be worried about staying alive right now, but he is. And yes, I did recopy Starley's flight plan to get us into there. Trevon is from Delaware. That's also in the U.S. Cool. Good to see some people from the U.S. in here. Vintrain is proud to be an American. The reason I say that is because a lot of times when I do my streams, it's mostly people who are not from America, and I am from America, so I appreciate everybody who's not from America, but it's just nice to see, my people here. You got Hadi from Malaysia, Lucas from NYC, New York City. And we're looking good as far as speed and everything, so we'll look out the window now. Man, look at that. Looks like real life right here. Milo, you're flying a -8 from SFO to LAX. Cool. That's a good flight. It's a San Francisco to LAX is one of the best, to me, in my opinion, is one of the best short haul flights because one, it's very, very scenic. You get to see Northern California and Southern California in one flight, and it's very short. I've done that flight a few times, both ways. And if I ever want to do a flight really quick somewhere, that's a really easy flight that I can do. Adam's Show, I do have an Instagram account, and that is in the description of this video. So if you got to go, I'll catch you next time. I don't really update on Instagram exactly when I'm going to stream. I just kind of post my pictures afterwards. But if you want to know when I'm going to stream, go to Discord. That's the best way for you to know before I stream when I'm going to stream. But I always stream at the same time, so sometimes I don't even notify everyone that I'm going to stream because you should already know when time I'm going to stream. It is beautiful, man. I think I'm kind of feeling this a little bit more than Alaska right now, because as most of you guys know, one of my favorite places as far as the view and how it looks and stuff like that is Alaska, or specifically around the Juneau, Alaska area, which is partly Canada too. But this looks just like it, but better. But better. And yes, I did say but better. So man, New Zealand. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to believe that places like this exist. And the reason that I say that is because from where I am, like, it's so opposite to this, you know? Now, some of you guys here, like, you know, live in Austria, stuff like that, where you've actually seen mountains like this in real life. But for me, where I live, there's nothing like this type of scenery around me. Not even close. Like, it's where I live, it's completely flat. There is not a single mountain. There's no mountains on the horizon, nothing. It's getting pretty bumpy around these mountains, though. We have a headwind, yeah, 54 knot headwind. Now one reason we're probably getting turbulence, and it's kind of hard for me to explain this probably like this, but the winds based on windy.com are all, let's see if I can zoom out. They're basically all coming from, like, they're coming from, like, I can't point because I don't have a little thing on. But so for example, just assume that the winds are coming from, like, Melbourne, and then down south, and then back up to New Zealand. And so all the wind is going to the north of New Zealand. And it's basically going around the island of New Zealand. So up here where we are, we're in, like, the part where the wind is actually turning away from New Zealand. Like, it's kind of pushing towards New Zealand and bouncing off of New Zealand, come back out because of those mountains. And the same on the other side. So the wind is actually on the west side of New Zealand. It's going up and then up to the northwest. And then on the right side of New Zealand, the winds are going up and then up to the northeast, to the right side of New Zealand. So, like, the winds are basically colliding with New Zealand and then leaving New Zealand from the east and west side. So if we were on the east side flying to New Zealand, we would have a headwind. If we were on the west side, either way, we have a headwind on both sides because it's basically going around New Zealand, which is kind of cool. But we're right on the side of it, so we're probably going to get some turbulence as the winds are bouncing off of all these mountains. Starly is on a roach. What were you trying to say? Cool. Ole van der Vorm lives in the Netherlands, very close to Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Cool. 737. What is a 737-500? Oh yeah, the Himalaya mountains are freaking beautiful too. Ashley Tripp, yes, I am very excited about the MD-11 and DC-10 update. Can't wait for it. Trust me, there will be a stream as soon as that comes out. Madeira is also very cool. We're at 16,000 feet, which is exactly where we want it to be at this point of our flight. We can see right now, Starly, way ahead of us, is on his approach through the mountains at 7,000 and descending. So it's going to be pretty much a visual approach all the way in. So I'm going to keep my my eyes close to sky vector. So once we get in these mountains, I'm going to not be looking at the charts anymore because I'm going to be looking at sky vector. To try to find out where the mountains are, where the rivers are, the ridges, all those things. We're basically probably going to be flying it. We may end up flying it by hand. Possibly. We'll see. We do know that the approach into 2-3, we need to be at, what was it again? Can't find it. I'm trying to find the altitudes we need to be. 3,300 is where we need to be. On our final approach, we need to be at 3,300, which is going to probably be around where he's about to be. And then 4,000 out here. So it's kind of my plans. 4,000 around there, and then 6,000 around Cluda, 6,000 to 7,000. Actually, at the lowest, 6,700. And then 10,000 here at Aram. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get down to 10,000 or not. We're getting close to time for us to make our turn. I don't know. These mountains kind of look a little threatening right now. Look a little intimidating. Like, hey, I gotta land somewhere in those mountains. I don't know where, but somewhere in those mountains is my airport. Somewhere in there is my destination. One thing that's cool too is whenever I do some of these flights, because a lot of these flights are based on real life flights. Like somebody really does fly this route every day, back and forth. GR Cuber, thank you for that new sub, man. I didn't see it pop up. It should have popped up on the screen. All right, there's our turn. Runway elevation, it's pretty low actually, because it's like down there. It's not like on top of a mountain. It's 1,000 feet, which is higher than, you know, some, but it's still pretty low for an airport. So 1,166 feet is the elevation of Queenstown Airport. So right now I'm going to stay at this altitude because I just don't know. I just don't know. Let's see, how low are these guys right now? They're at 12,000, so I think we can go ahead and get down to 12,000. Let's do that. So we'll slowly make our way down to 12,000 feet. Yeah, let's see, how far are we? We'll stay at 270 knots, so that's perfectly fine. ETE to next is about 8 minutes, and we're at 6,000, which is only about 4,000 feet. So we'll go make a pretty slow descent down there to 12,000 feet. We got plenty of time to do it. Gotta take our time, be patient. I do not want to crash in New Zealand. I don't want this to be my next crash episode. I'm enjoying the scenery too much to ruin this whole stream by crashing. So I'll do my best to get us on the ground safely. Don't worry, you can trust me. Because you know me, I will go around if I have to. So again, one more look at the scenery around our airport. So right here at this little star is our airport, I believe. Yeah, it's our airport. So this is our approach right here. It's gonna be a lake on the right side. All this area right here is a pretty nice sized area. This is all gonna be pretty much around the same elevation, not too much mountain. So we need to go, once we get out of this little ridge here, there'll be no mountains until we get past. So now if we go around, this is the thing, because we might have to go around. If we do go around, we need to climb to 3,200 and then continue on a runway heading and basically follow the river to the south and follow the river until we get up to about 9,000 feet. And then we'll have to try it again. So that's the plan if we go around, which is something we do need to know, and for all of you to know. So if you have to go around, don't just like go around and do what you normally would do. Go around and follow that river down to the south until you get up to about 9,000 feet, and then you have to remake your approach again. Also, remember guys, this is a small airport. It's a very tough approach. Looks like he made it. Yep, he's at the terminal now, so he's good. This is a very tight approach, all right? So we need really good spacing between all the aircraft, and right now it's not very good. Now, I know we're all the way above the mountains and stuff, which is cool, but we need to have some pretty good separation. These two guys, they could be better separated, Sky Blue and Column, so I would say Sky Blue needs to slow down and give him some more space. They're still at about 11,000 feet. He's at 8,000. And then as far as around me, all of us are just bad because there's not going to be any right 360s. Once we get down there in the mountains, there's no right 360s. There's no left 360s. It's basically you got to commit. So we need to separate now before that happens. King James 23 Mara, thank you for that subscription, man. Welcome to the Blu Arrow Global family. Welcome aboard, my friend. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, we need to separate now and not later. As I can already see, I have on my TCAS traffic alert behind me. I don't know how high he is. Where is he? There he is, right there. As far as separation in front of me, it's not too bad. Separation behind me, separation in front of me is never bad. If you ever noticed that, I'm always good as far as people in front of me. It's always the people behind me that like to tailgate me. I don't know who that is. It's Infinite Flight BR. Oh, he was with us yesterday. Yeah, so you might want to slow down and give me some separation. You're going 336 knots, and I'm going 300. I mean, if he wants to pass me, that's fine. What I may do is slow down and let him pass me. Actually, he was the same aircraft that was behind me yesterday. Oh, look at that. Wow, that's beautiful right there. Go away. What's going on, Commander Star Chaser? Welcome back, man. Thomas Short. Callum is asking what altitude for Kreml? Let me see. I don't know where you are. Where are you on the map? Callum's out here. Kreml. Okay, you need to be at probably around 5,000 feet. 5,100 feet. Something like that. Probably, yeah, you need to be around 5,100 feet at least, at or above 5,100 when you get to CRMWL, if you can hear me. Oh man, look at that scenic view. So he's actually turning around this area up here, so that's what I'm saying, 5,100 feet at or above right here. So I think that'll work for him. I don't did he pass us? He did. Okay, cool. So I mean, I'm better at being behind when it comes to traffic, so I can separate myself from other people easily. He's already going faster, so I don't even need to do anything to separate from him. He's going 3. Is he still going the same? Yeah, he's still going 331 knots. So he's going 31 knots faster than us. And the aircraft behind us is going 253. So I can even slow down even more. Just 265, 260. It's very bumpy too. We're almost at 12,000. And man, this view, New Zealand, what are you doing right now? What is going on? Like, what is out here? Who lives here? Who lives here? Like, what do you do here? What do they do in this place? So Starly is telling me I have to be at 8,000 when I get to Kluta. Wait, where is that? Here. All right, cool. So we need to be at 8,000 when we get here. That's good to know. Right now we're gonna be at 12,000 when we get to Aram, or Aurum, however you say that word. Thank you, Starly, for navigating us all the way. Well, I'm not gonna thank you until we get on wheels on the ground first, but thank you for what you've done so far. And I can't forget to turn the landing lights on before we get below 10,000 feet. For final waypoint, final waypoint, your altitude needs to be based on my chart. Now, Starley can tell you something different because he's already done this, but it looks like about 4,200 feet. Like around 4,200 feet, which is going to be, yeah, about right. At or above 4,200. That should be correct. All right, making our turn at Arum. Look at that beautiful Air New Zealand livery on the Airbus A320. What is this, a commercial? Every time I look at the scenic view, I'm just like, what is this, a commercial? Like, this looks so cool. I think it when they created this camera view, it actually was based on a commercial for some airline. I don't remember which airline it was. I think they talked about that in a podcast. The inspiration for this scenic camera view was based on an actual a commercial for some airline somewhere. I forget who it was. What's going on, Ross Sandler? Richard, that is a... Hello, Aviator Lucas. Yes, you can join my airline. What was I going to say? Chart. Oh, the chart that I was using, that's just from, for the airport we're flying into. It's a approach chart or arrival chart or something. It's just, it looks different than most charts you look at because there's so much mountains. So it kind of tells you how to navigate through the mountain for your final approach instead of like just one glide slope. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set our altitude to 8,000. This is gonna be our next altitude, and we are about 4 minutes away from that, so we'll go about 1,000 feet per minute, and we'll go down to about 230 knots. We'll stick to that. Again, we're not in a hurry. We're flying through the mountains. You do not want to be in a hurry when you're flying through mountains. And let's take a look at the separation around us. We have someone right on top of us, or below. Where is he? Oh, he's nice. He's not. Oh, he is right on top of us. Where is he? He is 1,700 feet above. Okay. Who is that? Oh, that's the same guy. So I need to maintain separation from him because we keep being right next to each other. So I'm going to slow down even more. Like 220, something like that. Do the spoilers out. Man, I am definitely... I'll probably say this every stream, but I'm definitely coming back here. Bailey mapping. We're flying to Queenstown, the New Zealand. Thank you, Justinas. I'm gonna work on it. Actually it was this morning. I woke up like... Sometimes I wake up like in the middle of the night, just because I can't sleep, and then I'll just play Infinite Flight or something. And I did a flight to Las Vegas, and it was my best landing yet. Eduardo, thank you for that subscription. When did I miss that? That was a while ago. I'm sorry I missed that notification, but thank you, Eduardo, for joining us. Champion, hi, what's going on? Toxic Cubs, my favorite aircraft is, wow, look at these mountains. Sorry. Is a Boeing 787. No, yeah, is that right? Yeah, 787. All right, let's go down a little bit slower than that because these mountains are getting closer than I like. A little bit higher than I would like them to be. Yeah, Richard, I want to land every time below 300 feet per minute. And last night I did land less than 300 feet per minute. Like, it felt so good. I was like, man, that's how I'm supposed to land every time. I was like, how did I do that? Let me do that again. If I change our altitude from MSL to AGL, look at this. This is gonna be nuts. How low we're gonna be. Fabricio Arias, thank you for that subscription also, my friend. Sorry, I need to turn my sound up on my actual laptop so I can hear when you guys are subscribing the first time. So I keep saying it all late. Toxic Cubs, thank you for that subscription. Welcome to the Blu Arrow family. Welcome all the new subscribers. Thank you all you guys. You guys are amazing. We're almost at 2K too, guys, so we're almost there. So keep supporting the channel, keep sharing the videos, keep flying with us, and we'll get there. The airway to 2K. Alright, we are 4,000 AGL over these mountains right now. And our actual altitude, let's see if we can do that too. We'll do both. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh, that's a good screenshot though. Dang it. Oh, I need to put my land lights on. I almost forgot. Man, we almost died. There it is. Our next turn. And wow, you can see exactly where we're turning through the mountains too. What is our actual altitude? That's AGL. We'll go back to MSL. We're a little bit above 8,000, so we need to keep descending. Have I landed an Airbus in a mountain area before? I don't know. The weather currently is about 41 knots over these mountains and turbulent, so it's not great. It's not great. Where is he? He's out there. And so I don't know if we're going to land first before him or after. I've been trying to maintain separation from him, but we keep ending up flying right through him again. So I'm going to put that in his hands now because he's behind me to maintain visual separation from us. Because now I need to focus on getting this baby on the ground. Alright, so now at Cluta we need to be at... Oh, we just passed Cluta. Oh crap. Man, look at this train of aircraft flying through the mountains right now. I'm going to slow down even more. 210. And we'll go flaps 1. Are we close enough to do 2-3? What is it? 2-3 left we're landing at? 2-3 right. 2-3 left. All right. We got that dialed in just in case. I don't think we're going to be able to use the ILS, but we got it dialed in just in case. Let's take a look at the chart one more time as we're doing our approach because we need to see that. Where do I need to be next? I think I need to be at like 5,000 feet now. So continue descending down to about 5,000. We do have traffic alert. If this was a real aircraft, it'd be like traffic like the entire time because everybody's so close to us. I have a feeling we're not going to see the airport until late. I think that what we're gonna be doing is, let's go back to us. Yeah, so we're making a right turn over there. If you see over there, that little gap between the mountains, that's where we're gonna be headed over there. So right now we're still flying with heading mode, but we'll probably end up switching to fly out ourselves soon. Let's do 5,100. Let's do 5,100. Oh, I already did that. Let's do 5,200. Just to be safe. And then we need to be at 4,200 when we get to the next waypoint after this, I believe, based on this chart. But it could be a tiny bit different. It could be. So we're almost there. And we're probably just going to follow this little gap between the mountains all the way there. Let's see, I think we are over here somewhere. Are we making a right turn? Yeah, like that. So basically this river will take us all the way in, but we can't see the river yet. Oh, there it is. That's the river right there. Flaps 2. I have to say I have never done an approach like this. I have never done an approach like this before. Are we close enough to contacting? We are. And now it's inbound, landing 2-3 left. It'll be straight in.
Queenstown Unicum. Blue 116 is 16 nautical miles to
Now
the
the
east
question
at
is,
6,300 feet. Inbound for landing.
which
Will
way
make
is it? Is
straight
it
in for
all the way
runway
down there,
23
or is it
left.
right here?
Queenstown Unicum. New Zealand 5150 is clear of all runways.
Go down to
Queenstown
200
Unicum.
knots.
Sierra Tango Alpha Romeo Lima Echo Yankee is clear of all runways. Queenstown Unicum. New Zealand
Uh-oh, 747 is going
on
around.
left base.
There's only 4
Runway
more parking
23
spots.
left.
There's a New Zealand 43 taking 2 parking spots. Oh, shame on you. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's gonna be down there. I think. I just don't know. I just don't know. All right, now we can. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take control. Or we could just turn the heading a little bit to the left. So turn off nav mode. We'll turn that way to keep us away from these mountains. Arm the spoilers. We're only 12 miles from the airport. Might be a little too much. Let's go back the other way. Yeah.
Queenstown Unicum. New Zealand 398 heavy
I
is
feel like the
on
plane
final.
keeps turning too
Runway
much. Now let's go
23
down to
left.
4,000. So we do need to be lower because we're about to be on our final approach. A little bit to the left. Slow down. Let's get ready for landing. 190. Again, I think, what's his name? Brian, I think? Spacing
Queenstown
behind me. You're
Unicum.
way too
Courier
close.
1914. Going around.
Uh-oh, I do hear some people going around. I am not planning on going around at all. That is not my plan. We need to continue to the right. We're getting way too
Queenstown
close to this
Unicum.
mountain.
New Zealand 615 is on final. Runway 23
I
left.
think I'm going to hand flat the rest of the way. Is that it ahead of us? Is the airport ahead of us? What is that? Is that the airport? That is not the airport. Is that the airport? Are you serious? No way. That is. That's a freaking airport. Holy crap. Alright, calibrate. Altitude is in our hands now. Gear down. Flaps full.
Queenstown Unicum.
Port position. We are on final. Did not know that we were on final. We are on
Runway
final.
23 left. Queenstown Unicum. Blue 116 is on final. Runway 23 left.
Oh, my bad, guys. I didn't realize the chart was still up there. I'll turn it off. Ooh, don't go too fast. Alright, heading off. Take control. I really did not realize that the airport
Queenstown
is
Unicum.
right
New
on the
Zealand
side of that mountain.
615 is on final. Runway 23 left.
Alright, so we're going to kind of turn to the
Queenstown
right.
Unicum. Sierra
and get
Tango
everything,
Alpha Romeo Lima Echo
lined
Yankee
up
is
as it
clear
should
of all
be.
runways.
We'll switch this to
Queenstown
AGL.
Unicum. New Zealand 350 is 7 nautical miles to the
Flaps
east
are
at
full.
4,800 feet. Inbound for
We
landing.
have
Will
a
make
12
straight
knot
in for
right now.
runway 23
Headwind.
left.
I'm going to speed up. We don't want to go too slow. And we have so much traffic around us right now. It doesn't make any sense. There it is. There's the airport. Yeah, I don't know what the 05 approach looks like, but this one was amazing so far.
Queenstown Unicum. Malaysia
So right now I'm kind of going off
16
to,
nautical miles the
not
east at
flying to the runway yet because I'm
5,700
trying to
feet.
intercept the
Inbound for
localizer
landing. Will make straight in
for it.
runway 23
I am a
left.
little high though. Actually, I'm very high.
Queenstown Unicum. India Sierra Hotel Alpha November is 7 nautical miles to the northeast at
Alright, we just passed the localizer.
6,600
There it
feet.
is.
Inbound for landing. Will make left traffic for runway 23 left. Queenstown Unicum.
Man, this
New
is a
Zealand
beautiful
615 is on
approach.
final.
Look at
Runway
this,
23
guys.
left.
I mean, 05 looks like it would have been good too, but 23, man. Yes, good choice. Alright. Yeah, and there's literally no space behind me. Like, we're definitely gonna get run over when we touch down.
1,000.
And I kind of worry if I would have used approach mode, it probably would have crashed me into one of these mountains. Oh, are you serious, mister? Who the heck are you flying right now at the same time as me? Did we not say separation like 10 times?
Queenstown Unicum, New Zealand 398 Heavy is clear of all runways.
Well, I guess we're landing in formation.
Queenstown
Alright,
Unicum,
turning the speed off.
India Sierra Hotel Alpha
control it
November,
ourselves now.
following around. Queenstown Unicum,
are a little
Air
high,
China
so we'll take speed up.
3580 Super is clear of all runways.
400. 300.
Yeah, this is annoying because now I can't even see the runway because he's in the way.
200.
Right in the center line.
100.
Queenstown
30,
Unicum, New Zealand
20,
350
10.
is on final. Runway 23 left.
Wasn't horrible. Go full reverse, so we can run him over. All right, manual braking. And we'll take this first exit right here. We'll take this other taxiway because he got in our way. Who are you, sir? Who are you? Who are you to land at the same time as me? Alright. Spoilers retracted. Strobe lights off, land lights off. Flaps retracted.
Queenstown
And there's
Unicum,
probably no more
Formation
parking spots.
27 is on final. Runway 23 left.
I want to know who that is, though. I really do. Nuh-uh, that was not. Was that you? Really? Really, Dex? Really? Really, little brats? I expect more out of you. Alright, I don't see any open spots. We'll have to try the right side. Maybe find a parking. I think there may be one more parking. I think all this over here is like GA parking.
India Sierra Hotel Alpha November is
But
on
whatever, we'll
final.
park
Runway
at whatever kind of
23
spot we
left.
can get. Yeah, that's not even a parking spot. It's all good. What is park next to him? We'll just park here because there's no more positions to park. All right, we made it, guys. Welcome to Queenstown, New Zealand.
Queenstown Unicum,
That was an
Formation
amazing flight.
27 is on
It really
final.
was.
Runway 23 left.
That really was. Wow. Pretty dope. That was one to remember. That approach was definitely one to remember. Can you imagine doing that in the 777 or something? Apparently the 747 tried to do that and went around. So, yeah. I don't know what happened with him. Let me go really quickly. Don't want to leave because I don't want anybody to park on top of me, but I need to go and
Queenstown Unicum, Air
save
China
my flight on
3580
Infinite
Super is
Passenger
taking
real
off
quick.
Runway 23 left.
All right,
Remaining
engine's
in the
off.
pattern.
We'll go ahead and save that real quick. All right, so we got 100 out of 100. Arrived on time, plus 20. Love it. I love now when they updated it. It actually shows you what each thing does now. So if you got a violation, like if you were taxiing too fast or descending too fast, it would show you -5 or minus whatever to show you exactly how much it took off of your score. I love that update. So this is a really good update for Infinite Passenger. All right, jumping back in. Wait, why is tower right here? I went to tower view and it's like right next to me. That's funny. Apparently we parked in the tower. Alright, let's go to free camera and get some shots out here because wow, what an amazing flight. Amazing, yeah, I loved it. I really loved it. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. What's going on, Alexis? You're the fault. Yes, you are. The Brad's proud. It was your fault. It was completely your fault. It's completely your fault that you landed right in front of me. You're lucky we didn't hit each other. If it wasn't for me, I would have, wouldn't for me trying to not hit you when I landed, we would have hit you for sure. Oh my god, a second go around by 747. Where is he? Oh, that's Hakahadi. Nice landing. I don't see the 747 though. We'll go ahead and get started with some pictures though. Oh man, we gotta get some dope shot. Oh, that's a good one right there. Kind of. Like having them on both sides is pretty cool. What's the actual current time now? Let's take a look at that. No, it's still dark. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll go back to where I was.
Unicum, India Sierra Hotel Alpha November is on left base. Runway 05 right.
Yeah, I didn't see whatever. I didn't see any other message about you. I didn't see any message about you. I have all the names turned out, so I don't know who is who and what. That's not a bad shot right there. Let's try that. It's gonna take a few. So guys, again, as I'm taking these photos, thank you guys for joining us for today's Infinite Flight live stream. It's a lot of fun. It looks like everybody made it on the ground safely. I am impressed. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. That is for sure. I was like, oh, we're gonna fly to New Zealand. It's gonna be fun. I didn't realize it was gonna be like this. I thought it was just gonna be like a pretty, straightforward, simple approach. Oh, now we can see that 747 up there going around. Now I can't imagine going around in that thing because there's not a lot of area to go around in at all. This game does not. This is not a PC game, so you cannot play this game on PC. But you can mirror your game to your PC screen if you know how to do that. So, like, if you want to play it, you still have to play from your phone. But if you want to see it, like while you're in cruise, if you want to see it from a big screen, you could always hook it up to a monitor. That's always possible. At least I know I can do it on the iPhone. I don't know how you would do it on an Android. I love how it's like all these Air New Zealand planes and they have this one lime green. Like it's not even like another airline. It's just like an extreme lime green. It's funny. I'm not hating on you, but it's funny. All right, guys. Well, I know some of you guys gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for joining us on today's flight. It was a lot, very, very, very fun, very adventurous, and I had a lot of fun. So, hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try to do another stream one of these days later in the day. I just don't know what day it's gonna be. So, definitely stick around, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. You know what I always say. You got 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all you got. Peace, love, God bless you. I'm probably gonna stick around for a couple more minutes, take a few more screenshots, jam out to some music. We'll see if maybe the 747 will actually land this thing, and always have a good time. So I'll see you guys in the next stream. Definitely tag me in your pictures if you have any. Post them to Discord, Instagram, whatever. I'll see you guys next time. It's Blue Games.
India Sierra Hotel
Peace.
Alpha November is on final. Runway 23 right. Station 8, taxiing to runway 05 right.